बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम अल्लाहुम्मा रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम आमीन. Trigonometry lecture 4, expressing a sin theta plus b cos theta in r sin theta plus minus alpha form, r cos theta plus minus alpha form. Before starting this lecture, this is the advice for all of us: always dress according to the Islamic rules. Being a Muslim, we should dress according to the Islamic rules. Let's start the lecture. The r sin theta plus minus alpha and cos r theta plus minus alpha forms. Number 1, when we have a sin theta plus b cos theta, it's important when we have plus sign here, then we must have same sign here. So when we have plus here, then we have plus here. That means same signs are used when we have r sign. This is very important. When we have sign here, then we have same signs. When we have cos here, like this in the last example, number 4, then we have opposite signs. So you can learn these formulas as: when we have cos theta here, then we have opposite signs. When we have cos theta, like in number 3, then we have again opposite signs. But when we have sine here with r, then we have same signs. So if you want to learn these formulas, you can learn in this way. By the way, you don't need to learn these formulas. They always will be given in the exam by the examiner. So I was explaining, we have same signs when we have r times sine here. And this is very important, how to decide the value of a. So when we have sine here with r, this r, then the coefficient of sine on the left side will be a. This is the way to decide the value of a. And automatically the other coefficient will be b. So we can decide the value of a as we need to check the function which is multiplying with r. So if the function is sine, then the coefficient of sine on the left side will be a. If the function is cos, like in this example number 4 here with r, cos is multiplying with r, therefore the coefficient of cos on the left side will be a. This is the way to decide the value of a, and ultimately the other coefficient will be considered as b. Well, why do we need a and b? Because we need the value of r and alpha in order to express this form into this form. So to express a sin theta plus b cos theta into r sin theta plus alpha, we must have two values, alpha and r. So this is the formula of r. It is basically Pythagoras, a square plus b square. I explained this thing here. So if we have this is r, hypotenuse, this is alpha, and this is a and this is b, so we can use Pythagoras to get r, and we can use tan inverse b upon a for alpha. Make sure alpha lies between 0 and 90. Since alpha is acute, therefore it always lies between 0 and 90 or 0 and pi by 2. And you also make sure that you write the value of alpha up to 2 decimal place when alpha is in degrees. It is the requirement of this type of question. Take both a and b positive. This is the next important thing. I already have explained this to you. When we have sine here, then the coefficient of sine on left side will be a. When we have cos here, then the coefficient of cos on the left side will be a. Same is here. Now this is the first example. Express 8 cos theta plus 15 sin theta r cos theta and minus alpha. Since we have cos theta here, therefore this 8 will be a. I will discuss the part 2 later, but let me first explain the part 1. Since we have cos here, therefore the coefficient of cos on left side will be a, therefore a is 8 and ultimately b will be 15. This will be b. This is the way to get the value of r. Use Pythagoras, 8 square plus 15 square. The value of r is 17 and the value of alpha is tan inverse b upon a, which is 61.93. Write alpha up to 2 decimal places. Substitute, after getting the values of r and alpha, substitute both into equation number 1. So when you will substitute r and alpha into equation 1, you will get this answer. And this is the requirement. And in fact, this was the requirement. Always give the value of r, always give the exact value of r, because it is the requirement of the question, giving the value of r in exact form. Now let me discuss the part 2. Hence solve this equation. And this is the logic of expressing this form into this form. If we won't express if we won't express this thing into this form, we won't be able to solve this equation, this one. Why? Because the powers of both sine and cos is 1. So it's impossible to solve this equation unless we express this form into this form. So that is why we have this restriction here in the question, hence solve the equation. The word hence means use the result of the previous part. So this is the answer of the second part. As this is given, 8 cos theta plus 15 sin theta is equal to 12. We cannot solve this equation, this left side. We have to substitute this thing by this thing here. So substitute 8 cos theta plus 15 sin theta by 17 cos theta minus 61.3, which is the answer of part 1. Now we can solve this equation easily. This is basically P1. You have solved so many equations of this type in P1. Since cos is positive, therefore it must be in first and fourth quadrant, here and here. So first get the basic angle, write basic angle, B angle. Don't write alpha here because you already have used alpha in the first part. So always write B angle. This is for basic angle. And always write basic angle up to 4 decimal places. Whenever basic angle is non-exact, always write it up to 4 decimal places to get the accurate answer in the answer form, in the answer. New domain. You can never solve this kind of equation unless you change the given domain into this form. First, make this given domain, this one, into this form. For that, you need to bring minus 61.93 at everywhere in this inequality, here, here and here. So first bring minus 61.93 at everywhere in this inequality. So you will get minus 61.93 here, 298.07 here. Make the quadrant and get the answer. So now this negative sign means you need to work in the clockwise direction. So when you will work in clockwise direction, since cos is positive, so you have to write this answer negative alpha, basic angle. But since this domain is too short, therefore you cannot work here. So that is why I excluded the first quadrant while working in clockwise direction. Well, this 298.07 means plus 298.07 means you need to work in anti-clockwise direction, which means you have to write this answer, first quadrant, and the last quadrant. But the answer which is coming from the last quadrant is 314.9009, which is out of this domain, out of this range of values of angle 298.07. So you need to reject this answer. So finally we have two answers, this and this. While writing the answers, while listing the answers, make sure that you copy this angle on left side. So always copy this angle on left side while listing your answers, like this answer and this answer, so that you can work for theta. And give your answer up to 1 decimal place because of the Cambridge restriction, which is always on the title page. So always read the instructions on the title page. So this is the way to solve these type of questions. Now let me discuss example number 2. Express cos x plus 3 sin x in the form r cos x minus alpha. And the second part is very important. X is replaced by 2 theta. This is one of the most important thing in these type of questions. In question number 1, we had same equation. If you observe both the parts, we had same angle, cos theta, sin theta. But in example number 2, if you observe this carefully, this x is replaced by 2 theta, this x is also replaced by 2 theta. Therefore, you must be careful while solving part 2. Okay, let's start part 1 first. Cos x plus 3 sin x, cos in the form of cos. Since we have cos x here, therefore this 1 must be a and this 3 will be b. Now get the value, exact value of r. We need the exact value of r. Always state the exact value. Alpha must be up to 2 decimal places. This is the requirement of the question. Now substitute both r and alpha into equation number 1. This is equation number 1. So you need to substitute r here and alpha here. So this is the answer of part 1. But I already have told you part 2 is very important. You need to replace x by 2 theta in part 2. So I explained this here. I replace this x and this x, all x from this answer by 2 theta to solve the second part. Make sure you don't change this angle. You just need to copy this. You are just replacing x by 2 theta. Now this is part 2. We are here. We already have done this thing in the previous slide. Therefore, you just need to replace this thing by 2. And just need to copy this right side here. Anyway, now this is P1. Get the basic angle first. Since cos is positive, so it must be in first and fourth quadrant. This is the basic angle. It must be up to 4 decimal places because it is non-exact. Since cos is positive, so we need to work in first quadrant and in last quadrant. First make the new domain. Unless we make this domain, this thing here, we won't be able to solve this question. This minus 71.56 means work in clockwise direction. So this is the answer number 1. And this is the answer number 2. If we will work here, we cannot work here because of this domain. Therefore, we have 2 answers. And I already have told you when you list the answers, while listing the answers, always copy this angle on left side and then work for theta. Give your answer up to 1 decimal place. And please note that this was one of the most important question of this type. Now again, the most important question. I considered I have taken the important questions in my PDF. I always try to take important questions in all my PDFs so that you can just practice these questions and you can solve any question of these types later on. So after solving these type of questions, you can solve any question from anywhere, from any past paper. Anyway, example number 3, again, the most important thing in this example is the angle. See, this x is replaced by half x by half x by half x. So be careful while solving the part 2. Anyway, let us solve part 1 first. Since we have cos here, so this root 5 will be the value of a, and this 2 ultimately will be b, the value of b. Now first get r and then get alpha up to 2 decimal places. Substitute everything into equation number 1, and then this is one of the most important thing for solving part 2. Replace x by x upon 2, x by x upon 2, x by x upon 2 to make the calculation of second part simple. Now let me solve part 2. So we already have done this step in the previous slide. So now replace this entire thing by 1.2, and since cos is positive, so it must be in first quadrant and last quadrant. Now first get the basic angle, which is 66.4218. It should be up to 4 decimal places because it is non-exact. Now work for new domain. This is the new domain, and this domain means work in clockwise direction, and this domain means work in anti-clockwise direction. So when you will work in clockwise direction, you will get minus 66.4218, which is outside this domain, so reject this answer. and when you will work in clockwise direction you will get only this answer. You cannot work in this quadrant because the short range of this domain. Now when you list the answer, you must copy this thing here on left side and get the value of x up to 1 decimal place. Make sure you write your answer up to 1 decimal place. This is the requirement of the Cambridge. Example number 4, 3 sine theta plus 2 cos theta express r sine theta. This is the first time we have sine theta here. So when we have sine here, then the coefficient of sine on the left side will be a and the other value will be b. First get the exact value of r. R must be in its exact form. Always state the exact value of r. And this is alpha. Now substitute everything back into this equation, like r here and alpha here. This is the answer of the question. Now this is the last question of today's class, this PDF. So express cos x plus 45 and this. Now in this question, one very important thing is we have this form, sum of compound angle form. So we cannot express this right now unless we first simplify this. So first simplify this compound angle by using its formula, and then we can express this in the form. So first expand this by using its formula cos x plus 45. So then substitute cos 45 here, sin 45 here, and then take sine common from these two terms, and then we have 1 upon root 2 cos x. This finally we have this thing. This is the simplified form, and this is the form which we can express into this form. Since we have cos here, so this will be a, and we have negative sign here, but I told you take a and b positive, so don't consider this negative with b. Take both a and b positive. Now get the value of r first. This is the exact value of r. Always state the exact value. Then get the value of alpha and substitute everything back into equation 1. This is equation number 1. Substitute r here and alpha here. So this will be the right answer, the final answer. Be fair with everyone, be beneficial for everyone. Inshallah, I will discuss the trigonometric identities in the next lecture. Allah Hafiz. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.